The testes are very foolish for supplying the penis with sperm to enjoy the penetration while they remain outside clapping for it. Welcome, viewers, and please like my video, subscribe, and share for more. Well, welcome again. We go to page 7 of People and Places PMP. Lest I forgot, there was, lest I forget, there was a story I read in the last issue, and it was to be continued. Luckily, we have the continuation because I have the paper of 11th August going. So, very likely we might get the story there. And if any remains here, we could also get it in that issue. Thank you. Namshi, let's go. So, PMP, August 7 to 10, 2003. We finished with page 6. We are coming to page 7. Something I've never done, but I think I should do today. It's a story of a personality, a lady, and I don't think it's fiction. The name was published by NKB. N full stop K full stop B full stop. They are full stop. They are all abbreviations. So I suppose it's a genuine story. This is it. Tangleware by NKP. Mansa, a young woman of 25 years, grew in Cape Coast after her father had abandoned his wife and daughters. Full stop. Mansa is the youngest of the three, and her mother, Auntie Araba, a staunch Christian, struggled to educate her daughters. Mansa attended her SSS in Ghana National College and continued to Cape Coast to do HND in accounting. She was successfully awarded a degree with a second-class upper. The young woman was now itching to see the world outside Cape Coast. Her initial plan was to look for employment in a very reliable and successful company in Accra. She gets involved in a tangled web that could either bring her sorrow or happiness. Now, the main story. To my tailor to get you measured. Full stop. If we are lucky, we could get some materials at his place. Full stop. He normally brings in some good quality materials. Full stop. As I said, comma, your first 3 suits will be on me. These are inverted commas. Comments close. Thank you. Another in inverted commas. Thank you, Mansa said with sincere appreciation, and then added, I have to call my mom and sister to tell them the good news. Brackets close. She added, Edith offered her Edith offered her cell phone for Mansa to use, but she could not get through. Paragraph. They went to Zowolo to see Edith's tailor, who was well equipped in terms of machines and materials. Full stop. Mansa's measurement was taken, and Edith selected 3 dark materials. Full stop. She also selected styles to suit the material. Full stop. Paragraph. Mansa had resigned to her fate. Full stop. Then they went shopping for household items for Edith's new home, including upholstery. By the time the young ladies got to Edith's fiance's house, they were tired. Mansa had never seen money being used indiscriminately in her life. She had always seen her mother struggle to make ends meet. Edith had more than she could spend. She told Mansa that her fiancé gave her enough foreign money to change into cedis for her needs. However, Mansa pretended not to be so amazed at the kind of money people spent on unnecessary things. Of course, they were unnecessary to her because she could not afford them. Paragraph. She had always daydreamed that one day she would be married to someone who could give her all her heart's desires. Uh, as if Edith could read Mansa's mind, she asked, "Were you kidding when you said you were still a virgin? Since you told me, I feel like Satan himself by you. Since you told me, I feel like Satan himself by you. Full stop. I hope the man who gets to break it is worth it." I was not kidding. I made a pact with my sisters and we all intend to do what we promised to do. The man who breaks it will be my husband on the wedding night. Mansa explained to Edith, or to Edith if you like, yeah. Some say Edith, some say Edith. Eh? Now, I feel even worse, Mansa. I admire you for that. As I said, that man would be one lucky guy. As I said, that man would be one lucky guy. I won't be surprised if Eddie's boyfriend is going in for Mansa. Let's continue. Namshin. After showing Mansa around the exquisitely designed modern house, Edith said she was finished and that she had to go home to make sure the cook had prepared her cousin's favorite meal. On the way home, Edith asked her friend, "So if my cousin wanted to take you out, what would be your reply?" "A big no, of course. You said he was somehow married. You have not explained further, so I presumed he was not available." Mansa answered, "I better get back to my safe haven before you push me into hell's fire." Mansa added, after waiting for Edith's response. Edith did not know what to say. Mansa did not know. Mansa did not know. Mansa did not know was that. Oh, what? Sorry, I'm sorry. What Mansa did not know was that when she went into the toilet, Edith quickly called her cousin and he had told her that for some strange reason he could not get Mansa out of his mind. Hmm, I tell you. Okay. She had promised him she was going to fix him. She had promised him she was going to fix him. My understanding is that Edith had promised the cousin that Edith, was going to fix him for Mansa, I suppose. Namshi. Edith was beginning to realize that she had taken a Herculean task. Full stop. When they got to Edith's house, her fiance called, and so Mansa went to her bedroom to rest for a while. She started panicking. How was she going to shrug off the advances of Edith's cousin? That was questioning in her mind. Mhm. Being an important person, she was expected to show some respect, but then she expected him to behave as a gentleman, dash, not to force himself on her. Full stop. She must have fallen asleep because she heard a knock on the door from a faraway place. "Your mom is on the phone." She was worried, but I explained to her that we tried earlier. Mansa stood up still sleepy and went to the corridor to pick the phone. She told her mom all about the interview and how she was offered a job. She rattled on up. She rattled on about Edith's kindness. Abba also came on the line to find out about Mansa's trip. They were all happy. Edith envied that about Mansa. Edith envied that about Mansa. She had a family who supported her morally. Full stop. They were interested in everything she did. Edith and parents were there for her financially, but they were not part of her day-to-day life. Both were parents. Both her parents were busy making money and did not have time for her petty problems. Inverted commas. We better wash down before Honorable comes, Edith announced when Mansa came off the phone. Mansa felt happy. Mansa felt happy that she had spoken to her family. She went to the shower and soaked in the warm water to ease away her anxiety and tiredness. She could not get Kojo out of her mind. She picked a light dress to wear. She checked herself in the mirror, and it was obvious that she was dressing up for the man she wished she could forget about, yet he was following her like her own shadow. So that is the end. Uh, Let me see if I can quickly get it. Please, just a minute. Yes, I've got the next issue. Let's see if we can continue it. If it's there. Because we continue. Baby poisoned. Man smells. Let's see. Oh my God. Aha. I think it's here. Yes, tangled web. So we can continue right away. The continuation is here. So we stopped at forgot about her. He was following her like her own shadow. Okay. Mansa picked a light dress. I think we read the first part is what is still there. Mansa, a young woman of the yeah, it's the same headline. So Mansa picked a light dress to wear. She checked herself in the mirror, and it was obvious that she was dressing up for the man she wished she could forget about. Yet he was following her like her own shadow. Okay, it was repeated here before the continuation. Edith popped her head through Mansa's room on her way down to inform her that she was taking the lead down. Mansa checked her Mansa checked her image in the mirror and was satisfied with her efforts to look good. She then thought of how she was going to deal with Kojo if he insisted on making her feel uncomfortable. She had no immediate plans, but she planned to firm with him. She planned to be firm with him as he was not available for the taking, as he was not available for the taking. Uh, there was no future with him. It was a shame that she would languish in vain. She had the gate open, and she knew Kojo had kept his word. Paragraph. Edith sent the housemaid to call Mansa to come down as their visitor was in Mansa's as their visitor was in. Mansa wished she were already seated before Kojo came, but she had to go down the stairs with him watching every move she made and making silly comments about her beauty. He waited at the foot of the staircase and held Mansa's hand, and she landed on his level. And she landed on his level. Well, I don't know what that means anyway. Paragraph. You bewitch me. Full stop. At a very important meeting today, after seeing you, your face kept on appearing before me. I could not wait to get here. The Honorable rattled. The Honorable rattled on, still holding Mansa. She wished he would let go of her, but at the same time, she was not sure if she would say she was not sure if she would stay on her feet and not fall down. You are embarrassing me, Mansa whispered. Sorry if I'm doing so, as that is not intentional, he apologized. Mansa, My cousin says you have bewitched him. Would you want to take the spell off him? Edith joined them, and they said, I don't know what you two are talking about. Mansa said, thinking that thinking that for what she was also feeling, she would have said so about him. Let's go and sit down, Edith announced. They noticed Mansa's discomfort, and if she were meeting her for the first time, she would have thought that she was a prude. Prude spelled Prude. She was a prude. Full stop. She knew otherwise. She knew otherwise, and so was shocked to know that she was still a virgin. Mansa had always been in Mansa had always been an all-rounder, a fun-loving person, though Edith had never heard her being associated with any guy. Mansa decided that she was not going to let spoil her evening, and that she was going to relax after fun and find out about the man causing her so much discomfort. Kojo was surprised when the tone of Mansa changed and she became the chase paragraph. So, what do you do when you are not at the airport? So, what do you do when you're not at the airport having lunch or visiting your cousin? Your cousin? Having lunch or visiting your cousin? Kojo was taken aback. He stared at Mansa, trying to study her face closely. He could not tell what she was thinking. Thinking about you, he answered, looking for a reaction. I mean, before you met me. Hey, Mansa is a very wise fellow. Mhm. I mean, before you met me, I was looking for you in all the odd places, Kojo said seriously. I can see I cannot get anything meaningful out of you. I'll leave you to have fun. You call this fun? I'm trying very hard to tell you that since I met you, I can't seem to get you out of my mind or out of my mind. What do you say to that? Who says you are the only person feeling that way? Mansa spoke out and wished she had kept her mouth shut. Yes. Uh, and so, what are we waiting for? Let's fall in love, Kojo said immediately. I can't, Mansa said, annoyed that she had exposed her feelings for Kojo. Why not? Kojo said, kneeling in front of Mansa, reacting to her reply. Because you are already married, Mansa already shouted. Kojo, like a little boy, put his head on Mansa's lap. Mansa felt very uneasy. She did not know what to do. Edith saved the situation by speaking out. I did not say married. I did not say married. Marriage is so final, as if you are condemned to your fate. I think this Edith talking. So it was you who told her. Kojo lifted his head and stood up. And I was going to ask you to be my mediator. Full stop. Edith, you know how hard my luck has been. Do you call my life? Do you call my life with Angela marriage? Do you call my life with Angela marriage? You see how men are. Hmm? Mansa, he is not married. I meant he is not available. Edith tried to redeem herself. Okay. What is the difference? Mansa asked. Yes. She then realized that she was acting like a prude and decided to lighten the atmosphere. Whether this honorable man is married or not available let's start thinking about dinner. I am famished. I am famished. Continued in Thursday issue. All right. And that Thursday issue, I wonder if I get it because I don't have the one from the issue of August 14 going. This one is 11 to 13, which we haven't actually gone into. But I brought it just to complete the story of the previous paper. I think, viewers, we will end here until we get to the next paper, which, of course, like I say, is not the one immediately after this. It's not from 14th. I think it's starting from 27th somewhere. I probably, as usual, uh, couldn't get it to buy. So let's end here. I think what we've heard is enough. Thank you very much. Ilalika Ibaba. May God be with you for listening. Huh?